Hi everybody, it's Julie from the PMFRC. Welcome to this week's Fireside Chat. If you are new to our Facebook page, Fireside Chat is something that we have been doing every week since the COVID pandemic and our closures have started. And it's our way of reaching out to you, of reminding you of the programs that we still have available to support you and your families, and to let you know how to get in touch with us. So we have started these Fireside Chats. Each week we focus on a different department. So if you have been in Petawawa for a while and you're not sure what's still up and running, this is your opportunity to keep in touch with us. If you are new to Petawawa, and I know that there are a number of people who are just arriving here, welcome. We have so much, and I'm sure as you drive around, you're going to see so much going on the base, and we would love to sort of have us be one of your first stops if you're looking for ways to get involved in the community. I am just going to introduce our guests in a second, but before I do, I just want to remind you, if you have any questions about any of the things that we're chatting about today, you can add them to the comment section below. We do have somebody monitoring that chat, and they will let us know if a question comes in, and we will address all of those at the end. Also, we will be talking over the course of the next little while about different programs that are coming up, different Facebook groups that you can join, telephone numbers, email addresses, different links. All of those things are also going to be added to the chat, either below or above or wherever you're kind of watching this. So don't worry if you missed it or you didn't necessarily hear the whole thing. Check the comment section afterwards, and you are going to see all of those links and telephone numbers that you need. So before we start, let's just do a roundtable, and I will introduce the folks who are joining us today. Holly Clarke is our child and youth programmer. Lindy Barrie is also a programmer with the community engagement team, and I can't remember what specifically it was, but she will come back to that. Sorry, Lindy. Darby is the coordinator at the community engagement team at the PMFRC, and we have been very, very fortunate since we have started these fireside chats to have a number of our community partners come and join us and talk about their programs and services, just so you have a better idea of the larger picture. Brittaney Robbins is joining us again from PSP. PSP has got a lot going on coming ahead and into the summer months and into the fall. So we wanted to have Brittaney join us and maybe give us a little bit of a heads up and let us know what you can expect from programming coming through with them. I'm going to start with Darby. We've been using the term community engagement, and for some people that term doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. So why don't you talk about what community engagement means to the PMFRC and what kinds of programs your team runs?
Definitely, Julie. So community engagement is really all about offering programs and activities that get people connected. It helps them get to know their community, build those support systems that help make military life just a little bit easier for our families. So we try and offer something for everyone, including programs and events for families, children's activities, adult leisure, education programs, second language training, special needs and inclusion, prenatal nutrition and support, just to name a few. We help people build that sense of community, and our programs are a chance for folks to come out and learn, to help make connections with other military families, to create that much needed support network. And we've got a great team of programmers at the PMFRC. You're going to get to hear from two of them today, Holly and Lindy, like you introduced. And then Amy's going to be coming up as well in another fireside chat talking about our special needs and inclusion program. So we definitely have a little bit for everybody.
You talk about building your support network, and I mean that's important if you're just moving to an area, because sometimes you don't necessarily know anybody and you're looking at your contact sheets and you realize you don't have any friends here yet. But also if you've been in Petawawa for a while and you're friends with the military community, you realize this is the time of year when your friends leave. And oftentimes you're sort of looking around and you're sort of looking for new people, and this is the chance to sort of find some new folks. And the exciting time I think about being in the military is people you may have known from other postings may be joining you in Petawawa, and these programs are a great chance to connect and to sit down and talk. Holly, child and youth programmer, that is a very easy sort of title to understand and give people a better idea of what's involved in that. But one of the other things that you do is you work with the prenatal nutrition program. Do you want to talk about the prenatal nutrition program, what's involved, who can get involved with that? Holly. I don't know why Holly can't hear us. Okay. Darby, do you want to talk about the prenatal nutrition program?
Sure. Holly, if your technology kicks in, feel free to jump on in anytime, but at least she's frozen in a good smile down there. The prenatal nutrition program is a really unique program here at the PMFRC. It's really a program to help expecting families and new families who are either, like I said, they're either expecting their babies so it's before, during, and after pregnancy. Oh,
I think she's back.
I think I'm having internet problems. I'm so sorry. I think myself.
Gotta love the internet problems we have, eh?
Okay, so we're gonna have Darby keep going with that. I think Holly's just sort of lost there. Maybe we can see if we can get her back.
No problem. I'll keep going happily. It's a wonderful program, and Holly has shared a lot of information. And a lot of this is also available online if anybody doesn't.
There, I'm back. Is it working?
Oh.
Holly, turn your camera off. That might help. And then we'll come to you for the next question, and then Darby will finish with the prenatal program.
Definitely. So like I said, the prenatal nutrition program really supports families before, during, and after their pregnancy. It's an opportunity for them to come and meet other new families who are expecting, learn a lot of valuable information, also get resources in the community. We work closely with a lot of our community partners with the program. We bring in guest speakers, and it's really a chance for them to also learn a lot about some budget-friendly and healthy meal preparation. So we really cover the gamut. This is a program that's open to everybody, military and non-military. It's a free program. You do have to complete an intake, but that's just a meeting with our wonderful Holly. So really, it's a pretty easy program to join.
Excellent. Like we said, and that's one of the things that we want to emphasize. It's not just a program for military families. We are the Military Family Resource Center, but we also have an opportunity for civilians to join. Holly, I put you on mute, so you may want to come off of mute for a second, and let's see if we can grab you for the next question. Darby talked about the fact that the prenatal program is for people who are expecting or their babies up to about a year. Once they finish with that program, what else can they do with the PMFRC with their children?
So thank you for covering that for me, Darby. Darn internet. So we do have a wonderful program called Baby Buddies, which is for families with 0 to 12-month-old infants. Right now it is being offered virtually, and soon parents will be able to take part in registering for our Baby Buddies newsletter that will be jam-packed with tips, tricks, resources, information, activities, everything really to support you in supporting your baby's development. Something else, through Baby Buddies, we will be doing a Baby Buddies program in a box. So we'll provide you with all the materials to create an activity that will support baby's growth.
It's a very interesting time, and sometimes it can feel so isolating, and you feel like you are the only person going through it. And one of the things I like about Baby Buddies is often when you get there, everyone's going through the same thing, and once you realize you're not alone, it's a good chance to sort of meet up from that.
It definitely is. It really is.
Thank you, Holly. Lindy, some of you might recognize Lindy. Lindy is a familiar face for those of you who have children. Lindy has been in a lot of the schools over the years working on our children's deployment support program. But unfortunately, we are not in school right now, and we're in the summer. So Lindy has a program called the CDSP Booster Program to stay in touch with kids over the summer. Do you want to talk about your booster program, Lindy?
For sure. So like you were saying, unfortunately, we can't meet with all the kids and play and make a mess like we typically do every summer. So we're going to attempt to do it virtually, trying to offer the same types of activities, coping skills, some peer support, really just an opportunity for the kids to touch base with us, talk to each other. I'm excited about it. It's the next best thing to actually playing with them. So upcoming sessions, we have them divided into age groups. So the first session you can register for is August 18th at 2 o'clock. And that's from children ages 4 to 9. And then the following day on August 19th, again at 2, is for children 10 and up. So, and we welcome, if any of my kids are watching, my preteens and my early teens, I miss you all, and we would love to touch base. So it would be myself and Francesca from the deployment team that are running these sessions.
So if you have a child in that age group of 4 to 9 or 10 and up, you can register for one of the CDSP booster programs by clicking on the link. We're going to post both of those in the comment section, so you can register online for those sessions. And Lindy's and her team are going to bring you through an activity. They're going to have fun things to do, and they're going to talk about the same types of coping skills and give the children an opportunity to maybe talk about some of their reservations and some of their concerns that maybe they don't feel as comfortable talking to mom and dad about. And it's similar to what we were talking about with the Baby Buddies. For them, it's an opportunity to see that other kids get it and they're in the same boat. Lindy was talking about some of the challenges of not being in the schools, and Right now, we're not entirely sure what's happening with schools next year. So Darby and her team have also been taking a look at the CDSP program overall and saying, what can we do to still deliver that, even if we can't get into the schools? Darby, you want to talk about what's happening with CDSP?
Definitely. So Julie, one thing we've gotten used to over the past few months is that things are definitely going to look different. And that's true for CDSP as well. Like Lindy mentioned, we're doing our summer booster program virtually. So we're going to take that into the school year as well. No matter what it looks like, I want families to know that we still want to ensure that them and their children are experiencing a deployment or a parent away, or they receive the support they need. Little people have big feelings. And even if it's not their first time with a parent away, it can be just as hard, especially with everything else going on right now. So to help ensure that we're still doing this, we're going to be running our CDSP program in the school year 100% virtually. By doing so, we'll still be able to support families no matter what the school schedule looks like. We can reach out to families who are homeschooling, whether it's full-time, part-time, and we can also reach out to those families who live outside of our typical catchment area and who may not have been having access to CDSP before. We're still working out the details, but the groups that the children belong to will be determined by age and grade, like Lindy said for the summer program. It helps them maintain that peer support aspect, and they'll be meeting regularly online. There'll be live sessions, pre-recorded sessions for those who can't make the live ones, and in between the sessions, they can have activities and support that they can do at home. Registration will open in September, and the program will start as it normally does in October. Those dates will be shared on our Facebook page, through CAF Connection, through our deployment services team. Families can find out more information, and they can register for these on CAF Connection. And a great way to stay in contact and make sure you don't miss these dates is to sign up for our CDSP support newsletter. You can do that on CAF Connection too.
So the CDSP newsletter basically gives parents a lot of ideas about some different activities that you can do at home. It talks about parenting and some of the dynamics of how things change during a deployment. It's just a good opportunity to get some of those tips. It has been going out since we have went home in March. So if you check the link that we posted in the comments, in addition to being able to sign up for the newsletter, there's also archived versions. So you can see the ones that have gone out in the past and maybe catch up on some of those things. Brittaney, welcome. Like us, things are starting to change at PSP, and some programs are opening up. Some things are brand new. Do you want to talk about what's happening at PSP?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me, first of all. So we're still not open to the public quite yet, but we are starting to run some programming. So just to kind of preface that a little bit, we still have our virtual programming going on. So make sure to follow us on PSP Petawawa on Facebook. And we have stuff coming out because we aren't able to run camp. So I have a what does camp stand for posts that go out Monday to Thursday. So those are just little like crafts activity ideas. We have stuff going out for gymnastics, stuff going out for fitness. So lots of stuff there. And then beyond that, we're starting to roll out some programming. So looking towards August, we will have things coming out. And then looking towards the fall, the hope is that we'll have some stuff coming out. So right now we're in the process of approvals for things for fall. So anything that I mention for fall is tentative. So it may or may not happen. Hopefully we get the approval. Hopefully things go well and we can run that stuff. But the stuff that's running in August is more set in stone because we did our business resumption plans. We got those approved and we're able to move forth with that. So just a little breakdown for the summer. So for August in particular, we have our summer play and summer sports sessions. So our summer play sessions are happening at the Recreation Complex and our summer sport ones are happening at DDH, Dundonald Hall. And those are running from the 4th to the 28th. So this was kind of our way to provide an alternative because we had to cancel summer camp. So we still have something running. We originally only opened it to CAF members, but it is now open to everyone for registration and they can register for all 4 weeks. So basically with that, we'll be doing a variety of different activities, making sure that we're doing things all socially distanced. There's an emphasis on outdoor programming as much as possible. The one at DDH will be completely outdoors because they're on the field in mod tents. So we're really going with that. We put a bunch of stuff in place. If you do end up registering for it, we'll give you all the information you need so your kids can succeed in the program because it is very different. So if you want to register for that, I suggest going on to our CAF Connection website and going under what we have available for kids. And you'll see right there, summer play and sports sessions. That gives you a whole breakdown of the programs and how to register. We're only doing registration through email. So it gives you the email address, which is recplex@forces.gc.ca. And you can register by just emailing us. We'll go through a little registration screening. So that's for the summer play and sports sessions. And like I said, those start on the 4th. We also are hoping to open up our Youth First Center mid-August. So we would open it just on Saturday nights for special events. Again, reduced numbers, all that fun stuff. But we're really hoping to get that up and running. So we haven't gotten approval for that yet, but fingers crossed, we'll be able to get some youth into our center again and get them to reconnect, because I'm sure they're kind of getting sick of being at home, to be honest. Beyond that, for gymnastics, they did start competitive programming for August, and they're looking at some Friday programming in the month of August as well. So again, more information about that stuff will come out as we have it. Same for the fall stuff. So really, you need to follow the Facebook page, because we usually have all of our registration open on the 4th of August for fall. And that's just not the reality that we're living with right now. We don't know exactly how things are going to run. So each week we'll be giving updates. We'll be saying, hey, this program is open, go here, register here, here's more information, all that stuff. So just to speak a little bit to our fall programming, I've broken it down here. So for those people who are interested in the before and after school program, again, it all depends on what the schools are doing. We're hoping within the next couple of weeks that we have more information if it's going to be full day school programming or split up, divided between at home and at school. And then we can tailor the before and after school program to that. Our hope is to be able to come back completely. And again, we would do our program with reduced numbers, social distancing, and all that stuff. So that's a little bit about the VAST program. And then our other programs, such as like PA days, again, depend on school. Anything like our Play My Way program, we're going to work on as we move forth. VAST is kind of our one of our main things that we're trying to get off the ground first, and then we'll look at the other programs. For aquatics, so they are looking to, again, hopefully run lessons with reduced numbers in the fall. So that information will be coming out. I suggest for that information in particular, the PSP Petawawa page is great, but also there is a Rec Aquatics Petawawa Facebook page to follow too, and they'll be giving out more detailed information. So if you don't already, follow that, and you'll get information for all the age groups, how things are going to work. And Marie, who is the coordinator for that now, she did say that for the younger levels, the younger children coming, that they will have probably a parent come in the water with them because of that having the social distance piece, right? So if a parent comes, the social distancing, they're obviously able to touch and things like that. So just to offer a little bit more of that guidance for the younger kids. Beyond that, I swear, I'm almost done. So youth sports and gymnastics. We're looking at trampoline and gymnastics programs for all ages, even adults. So hopefully that will roll out in the fall. And Bailey said she's going to be trying to run program every day of the week. So gymnastics is a huge piece for us. So we're going to try to get that on the ground again. Like I said, they already are in the gym right now doing some competitive programming and things like that. So we're able to get in there. It's just kind of getting the logistics and the approvals out. She also have acrobat and off-season floor hockey, which will start in the fall. And what they're not really running in the fall yet, and we too, for our birthday parties, we're still kind of looking at how to do birthday parties. We were thinking of potentially maybe doing like a birthday in a box kind of idea where people can take stuff home with them and set up a birthday party if they need to. So we'll see about that. And kind of how we move forth with those programs, like Because I Love It too with gymnastics. So the final thing that I wanted to mention is our fitness classes. So I talked to Jeannie, and she says that, again, nothing's completely approved, but they are going for outdoor fitness classes first. So that's what we're looking for. Again, outdoor is the safest option for us. So we'll see, and again, follow PSP Petawawa, and we'll give you that information as it comes out.
That is great information, and thank you, Brittaney. There was a lot that was covered there. It is so important, if you want to stay in touch with these things, follow us on Facebook, follow PSP on Facebook, and we're going to share those 2 PSP links. The other thing that's kind of cool is we have a really good partnership with PSP, so much so that we actually share a website. So if you go to cafconnection.ca/Petawawa, all the information from the PMFRC, from PSP are listed on that same website. So if you're new to Petawawa, or if you've been here a while and you're not entirely sure, is that a PSP thing, is it PMFRC, you're not sure, it's all on the same website, and it's going to be the easiest way for you to find what you need. The other thing is call and ask. I mean, I think so many times people aren't really sure, so they don't want to call the PSP because it might be MFRC and they're not entirely sure. Call us and ask. We talk a lot during the day, and we are more than happy to help you get to the right place. So we would much rather have you call us or email us and ask the question, and we can help you find the information that you need than miss out on something. And I think last thing, because everything is changing. I mean, so many of the things that we're talking about, we're like, if this happens, or maybe if you're not entirely sure, if you want to sort of keep in touch with those changes, that's sort of the easiest way to stay where we are. Lindy and Holly, before we go, you talked about CDSP and you talked about prenatal, but I know that you have a lot of other things planned for the fall. So you might have 1 or 2 things that you're pretty excited about and want to share news about. So Holly, start with you. What's happening in August, September that you're really excited about that you want to tell us about?
Okay, so I have 2 things that I wanted to mention to keep your eye open for. Our first one is our 1 to 6 children's activity sample program in a box. It's a long title, but it's full of fun, exciting activities for you and your family to complete. So it is for children. It's geared towards children that are 1 to 6 years of age. And it's a box that is essentially filled with activities to complete 1 activity per children's program that we offer. So these programs include Crafternoon, Science Fun, ABC 123, and Making Music. So I know how popular these programs are, as well as beneficial. So I'm really excited that we can offer this program to you. And the second one that's coming soon is our cooking classes. So this is for pre and postnatal families. And essentially, to get a good idea, think HelloFresh. So we'll provide all the ingredients to create a nutritious and budget-friendly and of course delicious meal. Once participants pick up their boxes at a contactless point, of course, then we will complete a virtual cooking class together.
That's very cool. Very cool. If you are not sure about the 0 to 6 programming, or if you can't wait for them to start, if you go on our Facebook page, you can see a couple of links where you can check it on a YouTube link. Holly has already been doing a number of things and a number of different crafts, and she's had some special little helpers with her. So there are all sorts of activities, PMFRC YouTube channel. So I think it's youtube.com/PMFRC, and you'll see all of those 0 to 6 ones that you can catch up on the past. Lindy, do you want to talk about what you've got planned coming up?
Sure can. I have two things. First one is watch our Facebook page for adult grab bags. I know the kids' craft bags were really, really popular, so we will be offering adult craft activities and grab bags with a link to a video, and possibly children's deployment grab bags filled with activities. The second one I'm really excited about is called Define Your New Normal. And this kind of came about when the pandemic started. We really saw the community pull together. They were sewing masks for others and helping each other with groceries, and a lot of positivity. And I think it would be awesome to kind of catch that momentum and move forward and treat COVID like a big pause button and decide how you want things to go from here on out. So we'll be talking about how to have a positive impact on your community, goal setting, sounding board, just chat, but with the focus on positivity instead of all the horrible things happening in the world. So that will be virtual. It starts September 2nd. It's a 3-session program, and you can join either an afternoon or an evening session or both. I'm happy to have people talking to me at all times. So again, it starts September 2nd. So really excited.
Thank you. So September 2nd, define your new normal. I think we're all sort of always talking about when are we getting back to normal, but I mean, this is really an opportunity for us to make some decisions about what we want that to look like. So if you want to have that discussion and maybe challenge yourself to create a new normal, that program with Lindy is starting out. It's September the 2nd, but if you have questions about it in the meantime, we are sharing Lindy's email address in the comments, so you can reach out to her if you've got questions. If people have questions or suggestions or programs that they'd like to see, I know a lot of our programs that we've done in the past are based on some great ideas that we've had from clients and from families. And if we want to have programs that are relevant to families and useful to families, one of the best ways for us to get those ideas is from our families themselves. So Darby, can you talk about how people can get a hold of the PMFRC and share that feedback if they want to?
Yeah, Julie, we're not just sharing these email addresses and websites because we want to. We really want people to use them. We want everybody to reach out to us. We have our community engagement team that love talking to families. They love hearing from us. We encourage them to reach out, share your ideas and feedback. Let us know what you want to see, and we can use those suggestions to come up with some new programming. You can find all of our email addresses on CAP Connection. And while you're there, you can fill out the online feedback form where you can share your ideas and suggestions. You can reach out to all of our programmers. Reach out to me anytime. My email address is going to be posted below. And it's something that we really want to hear from people, because building the community, it's building your community. And these are your programs and it's your PMFRC. So please let us know. We love hearing from people.
Perfect. Thank you all for joining us today. It was great to see everybody. It was great to get that news, and it's a little exciting to see about all the things that are coming up that we are able to offer and opportunities for us to get together with folks again. Thank you, Brittaney, for joining us. There's also always questions about PSP, so it's nice to hear it directly from you guys and hear what's coming up. And that's pretty exciting. Next week, we are going to be back. Darby is going to be joining us again, along with Amy McKenzie, who is our special needs inclusion programmer. And she's going to be talking about some of the special needs inclusion programs that are coming up. And we're also going to be joined by Orlana from Trenton, and she's going to be talking about the provincial special needs integration provincial network, the SNP program, and some of the programs that are available in other communities that you may be able to take advantage of, even from Petawawa. So join us for that. It's going to be next Wednesday at 11:30. Thank you all. Enjoy your day, and we will see you next week.